Then R, we talk about the right to restitution, which is a slick way of saying reparations, right? We talk about under R, the right to self-determination, the right for people to return to the locations that they were in before that natural disaster or that man-made disaster, or to a comparable location. They had a scheme for that in Detroit, which was working very good for a while, where everybody had a right to return, and they had citizens' district councils. So everybody in those communities where they tore down those projects had a right to vote what kind of development was going to take place in the areas that they lived in. So they built very nice homes for people who had low and modest incomes, the Martin Luther King homes and things in Detroit. They decided what stores would come in there and what stores wouldn't come in there. A lot of these ideas have to be put in place. And let me end by saying this on that issue. The problem with New Orleans was not Katrina. The problem with New Orleans was the lack of level of organization of our people before Katrina. We didn't have self-determination before Katrina, so Katrina, all it did was introduce what was already there. The powerlessness of the people, and the people were preyed upon. So brothers and sisters, let me say this. We've been down there walking the streets, talking to folks, and kicking this movement off. We've been very encouraged. And first, in fact, I really feel like I'm part of a movement again, right? Okay. I mean, because, you know, sometimes you begin to lose that feeling when all of your movement is in rallies and discussion groups and in conferences, and very little of it is out there in the street actually interrelating with people. So this is an opportunity for us. And look, we're not asking you to trust me. I mean, I want you to trust me, but you don't really have to trust me. What you got to do is trust the principles that we're talking about. Most of the time we send people in places, we don't send them in with no principles. We say, yeah, look, you're a cool dude. We think you'll work, right? And then when they don't work, we get upset. Well, hell, we hadn't put no principles on them to start off with, right? And so part of this is also about opening the gate, kicking down the door. Those young people that Bandelli talked about, those are the people that I do this for. Not only for the people at large, but for people who must follow in these doors and take hold of these counties, these 15 African counties in Mississippi. People that must move in not only the seats in the city council, but the mayor's seat, and which must move into the governor, the supervisor seats for the county government. This is what we're talking about. To create a basis of government and self-government for our people right there in the state of Mississippi, and where it's to happen not only in Mississippi, but to happen elsewhere. To build a base, to strengthen a base, so we can repeat the model elsewhere. And I can go on talking about this for a million years, and I'm not. I want to thank you for listening. I'm going to ask for questions. Thank you, and free the lane.